Good morning to everyone here in Chicago. This is Lopez of the CSKDuelChannel, and I'm here with a deck list of aliens. I know they're old, kind of out of the picture now, but you'll see that sometimes this deck gets really good plays. Starting with the best card in the deck, 3 Alien Ammonites, level 1, light, 500 attack, tuner. Its basic ability is you get to search your graveyard for a level 4 lower alien monster and special summon it right there in attack position. This leads directly into a Golgar, so you get all of the most amazing plays in the deck just by having this monster. Next, you have 3 Alien Warriors. One of them is rare and 2 of them are ulti. It's really weird. I have to live with it. You can too. Okay, 3 of these. 1800 beater, level 4 for those Alien Ammonites. Its effect is basically that if it's destroyed by battle, your opponent gets, the monster that battled it gets 2 A counters, which is really, really fancy because you have those, what's it called, the Code A Ancient Ruins that requires 2 to special summon. It's really nice to just get that automatic 2, plus this deck really focuses around draining that attack. So, taking 2 on there is really good. So, now, you got the really big beaters in the deck. People say that you shouldn't run 3, but I do. 1900 attack, 800 defense, Alien Shock Trooper, Earth, level 4. It's really good for the mysterious triangles. You get an automatic special summon of 1900 attack. Alien Ammonite really goes good with it. Get them into the grave, beat them out. Whatever it takes. Next, you got your 2 alien kids. Not much of a beater, 1600 attack. Light, level 4. Basic ability is that whenever it's on the field, whenever a special summon monster appears, it gets an 8 counter. So it's basically like, as long as it's on the field, it keeps applying those 8 counters to special summon monsters, which happens a lot. So you get a lot of 8 counters. It's really good. He's level 4. He also works with Ammonite. Next, you got some of the heavy hitters. Alien Overlord. All you have to do to summon him is get off 2 alien counters or 8 counters off the field, and he's basically special summoned, and then you can lay them all back on your opponent. So basically 2200 attack, but usually when he's attacking your opponent has 8 counters and their attacks get drained, so he tends to have much more than 22. So he's really, really good. Next, 2 alien dogs. 3's kind of a clog. 1's not enough. Basically, when you summon an alien, special summon the dog, and put 2 A counters on any monster on the field. Really, really, really good, since, 2 A counters automatically just like that, plus a special summon. Wow, it just works really well. The only problem is, it doesn't work really well with Alien Ammonite, only 3 stars. So it doesn't get you that Golgar like you really wish it would. Next, we got some of the regular monsters. You got 1 Oshelion. Really good because it only searches out Alien Ammonite. But, trust me, that's the only monster you really need. 1400 attack, so at least it can hit something. It's a reptile, so it goes good with offerings to the snake deity. Basically, if it's attacked and destroyed, I don't even think it needs to be destroyed. Yeah, it needs to be destroyed by battle. You basically search out Alien Ammonite from the deck. Next, you got Sangam. He usually just searches out Ammonite. The number 1 goal with this deck is to quickly get that Ammonite, quickly turn it into Golgar. So basically, it searches the Ammonite, gets you that plus. Now, Kokimiru Ice. He's really good because this deck has a lot of continuous spell cards. In order to keep him on the field, you got to reveal one from your hand. 1900 beater. His amazing effect is to discard 1 card from your hand to destroy a special summoned monster on the field, which is basically any synchro or any monster, so you do really, really well. Basically just reveal a continuous spell, which you have plenty of in this deck to keep him on the field. Got 1 Gorz, because you tend to return all your spell and traps with Golgar, and then you're only left with monsters. If they run through them, you got a Gorz as backup. Okay? He tends to work out really well in this deck anyways. Alright, moving on to the spells, you have the most important spell in this deck being Code A Ancient Ruins. You run 3 of these because you want to get them out as fast as possible with Golgar, basically get the loop going, and you might even end up with 3 Golgars on the field, your opponent completely helpless, and you get an OTK. Basically, you can remove 2 A counters from anywhere on the field to special summon any alien from your graveyard. This works really well because, especially with Alien Warrior, opponent destroys Alien Warrior, get an A counter on this, get 2 A counters on him. Basically, you just keep special summoning, recycle, special summoning, recycle. It's a really, really good card. And plus, it can be bounced back with Golgar, which is the most important role of this card in the deck. Next, you got your 2 Mysterious Triangles. Basically, like you destroy any monster on the field and special summon a level 4 from the deck. It's like a WoW +2, and then it's just like amazing because it's a quick play. It's just perfect for this deck. Next, A-Cell Breeding Device. Kind of slow, but it's still a continuous spell card, and it works well. You get to place 1 A counter on an opponent's monster during the standby phase, which basically means you gotta wait a turn. But it's a continuous spell card, works well with Golgar, works well with everything. So I keep 1 in the deck. Then you got your not so continuous spell card, Swords of Revealing Light. You get to keep it on the field as a basic. Your opponent can't touch you as long as Golgar's on the field. So it's food for him, and your opponent can't attack. So if they run over Golgar, you still have a defense. It's a really good card in this deck, always consider it. That is, if anyone still runs aliens. Next, Prohibition. You get to prohibit one of your opponent's monsters, and it works well with Golgar. Trust me, I mean, this has saved my life sometimes in a duel. I don't know if your life can be in danger during a duel, but you know, saves you. Next, Big Bang Shot. This card's pretty good. You'd think it wouldn't be in this deck, but basically Golgar. It's all about Golgar. You equip this to one of your opponent's monsters, then return it with Golgar, and the effect says that when this card's removed from the monster is removed from play. So you just remove the card and you get it back to your hand. It works really, really well. Cherish it. Next, 1 Monster Reincarnation. 99% of the time it'll be for Alien Ammonite. Discard 1 card, bring it back from the grave, summon Golgar. Wow. Then you got your back row instructions in this deck. MST, Heavy Storm, you always gotta have them. Always, always, always. Now for your not so massive trap card zones. Here you go. 3 Planet Pollutant Virus. Basically tribute an alien monster. It can be face down if you want it to be. Destroy all monsters on the field without 8 counters, and then for the next 3 turns becomes a real virus, and anything on the field gets an 8 counter when it's summoned. So really, really, really amazing. Just kills everything and then continuously puts those 8 counters on the field. Moving on to Cell Explosion Virus. Basically, any monster with an 8 counter that attacks basically works like a mirror force. You just bomb their whole attack position monsters, get a million pluses, and it works really well. It's surprising to most players. So. Then you got some staples, Dust and Torrential. It works good, you know, just staples in the deck. You always want to have Torrential if you want to win. Offering to the Snake Deity, just 1 and 1. It doesn't really help all that much, because you usually tend to not have those reptiles on the field all the time. But basically it works like an Icarus attack. Tribute, well, it's not tribute, it's destroy 1 reptile. So it still works with Code Ancient Ruins. Destroy 2 cards, no, is it monsters or cards? 2 cards your opponent controls. So it only works on your opponent's cards, but it's still a really good card in this deck. So. And then you just got your Call of the Haunted, brings back Golgar, continuous trap. I mean, basically works really well with him. Thank you for watching. Subscribe.